Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
So I was listening to the show yesterday, and I seen that mock draft where that guy had the Browns giving up 3 picks to get a quarterback. In my opinion, I don't think you give away 3 picks. You can't afford to. You already got your team behind the 8 ball with Deshaun Watson. Yeah, we need a quarterback, but you may have one in Shador or maybe Dylan. We don't know for sure. We haven't seen him play with the same offensive line. It's constantly in and out, in and out, in and out. If you give up them picks to take a quarterback, do you really trust Andrew Berry to nail the back end of the draft with offensive linemen and wide receivers? Because that's what it looks like. I just don't trust him to make those picks. I feel like if you need to stay at the top of the draft and take things you need right now, you need linemen and you need a receiver. Use your picks wisely on those. Don't start taking guys at the end of the draft for the offensive line because he does not know how to identify talent in the back half of the draft. Just want to hear your thoughts, and please, Browns, don't give up 3 picks for Mendoza. We need them picks to build our team up. Go Browns. Go, go, go.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Jake, it's not that I don't trust Andrew Berry to identify a quarterback. It's that this offense needs a lot. And picking third-round wide receivers hasn't worked. Again, Fannon's been great. Judkins has been great. You need somebody who defenses are like, man, don't let that guy get the ball in his hands. And Fannon and Judkins are good, but they're not that guy that threatens a defense that way.
No, certainly not. I mean, they could use dynamic wide receiver. There's no doubt about it. And to the point of that question, the about the quarterback stuff that was just referenced in that voicemail, you know, nobody wants to give up a lot, right? You don't want to trade up a lot, but I also don't know that you will care. And this was kind of, listen, this was the stigma around when you made the Deshaun Watson trade. Giving up 3 first-round picks only hurts if you whiff on the player, right? So, like, if Deshaun Watson was the guy he was in Houston here, not missing, not only only playing 19 of 63 possible games, all that stuff, you wouldn't care so much about the third-round picks because you can overcome it because the quarterback play is so good and your offense is a locomotive, right? The same with taking a quarterback that you have to give up something heavy for. That's like, you know, in the moment, it stinks and you like the possibility of what draft picks could be. But if you get the quarterback position right for the first time in, I don't know, guys, a long time, 2 decades, 3 decades, you don't care. You don't care about those picks because you got it right. So that's always the calculated risk you're taking at this point, right? Is like, that is a spot where, you know, you feel like you're giving up a lot. It's nerve-wracking, et cetera, et cetera. Take the example of Carolina and Chicago's trade. Carolina gave up a lot to make that deal happen, to go up from 9-1 to get Bryce Young. And Bryce Young has not been very good across his first 2 years, had some momentum late in his second year. He's been better this year, obviously. Still not elite, but better. And they're 7-6. So, like, it's not a death sentence if you can continue to surround the quarterback with proper tools and you can keep him healthy and all of that. Like, if you really like a guy, you should do whatever it takes to go get that player for the position you really need at quarterback. I understand you want to make up for lost time, right? That's very fair. You missed 3 first-round picks, and largely we talk about the missing talent there because the quarterback that the Browns had didn't work out, right? Like, if they had Deshaun Watson making and elevating some of the wide receiver talent the way you thought he might, then you would have a different discussion. So it's all very much like, look at the process instead of the results. And I think you can arrive at the place where it's okay to give up some things to go get the quarterback you need. If the quarterback's going to pan out, none of us will care in 2 or 3 years, right? So that's just the trickiest part of this. You can't live afraid of taking a quarterback and moving up and going and getting them just because of past decisions you've made. I understand it's an easy thing to be critical about right now when they've done what they've done, but like, you still got to solve this quarterback thing, and I'm not going to rule out any way to do it. Is the point? But yeah, to the point of like, they could really use a dynamic wide receiver. They haven't had one since Josh Gordon. You got Carnell Tate. It's a fun first round with like Jordan Tyson and there's just a lot of names there. Mekhi Lemon, the USC kid. There's a lot.
Yeah, and those are guys that would open up the field. And if you open up the field, Harold Fannon's better. Quinshon Judkins is better. Right now, you've got the guys that are going to win in a phone booth. If you get somebody that can threaten the defense vertically, man, those guys are going to get even better.